Okay, class. So we have this dino corporeal character that on the previous video I told you how to rig it with Auto Rig Pro, and now I'm going to show you how to give it some motion using a previously captured mocap file. So some things about Blender. Blender has different modes. If you click on the rig here and you go into pose mode, you can change some stuff. Like, I don't know, I can do this and say no, right? Or I can check on the head and use the rotation part and give it some motion so it can look somewhere else, which is kind of nice. But for the most part, perhaps the most important thing is that if I click the A key, I can reset the rest pose. It's very important for calibration purposes to have a pose of the character that is like either an A or a T pose. We're going to be using a T pose. So I right click here and I do clear user transforms, and now it's on a T pose. If for some reason you don't want this to be the T-pose, you can, for instance, I want the head to, this character has this ambiguous thing about the head being sort of like on the side. So I could make this be the T-pose. And then I can just go into the Auto Rig Pro in order to make this the, what is called the rest pose. I will go into Auto Rig Pro, tab, ARP, go into rig and expand pose tools and say that this is the rest pose. So apply as rest pose. And then again match to rig. And now this is the rest pose. Great. Now I will import. When you're importing it though, I'm gonna go back here. When you're importing the file, please make sure that you select it and you expand. You go here to this side, you expand armature and you check automatic bone orientation. Otherwise, it won't work. No. Great. Now you see that the file is a bit small. Leave it like that because here comes the remapping part. Again, this is Auto Rig Pro. We will expand the remap part, which is like, please make this skeleton that I already have move according to the motion of another one. And it has source armature, which I can just click on the eyedropper. I already have this armature selected. And then I can click on the rig and say that that is my target armature. So I click on the eyedropper and now I select it. And now I can press auto scale so that they are roughly the same size. And now it's like we have the rigs connected, but we don't know how they are connected. So we press on build bone list. And that way the bones of one armature that has a different naming convention to the bones of the rig, it sort of tells it what things go where. Please check on hips and make sure you click on set as root. The hip is the most important part of the bones. And now we just go back here and we click on retarget, which is above, like right below build bones list. We click on retarget. Now this is very important. Frame start and frame end, just set it to like 500. Okay, otherwise it's gonna take too long. You could set it to 5000, but it will take like a couple of hours or an hour, or perhaps even 10 minutes, but it will be unbearable. And you press OK, 500, and now I press play here. And you have matching motion with some things that need to be changed. For instance, you notice that the arms are kind of inside of the armature, which is not okay. That thing, we fix it using this option here that's called interactive tweaks. So I will go into the wireframe mode here, or even the solid mode, but with transparency. I will go into pose mode, and generally it's something that has to do with the arms. So we want to have the arms be a bit wider, so I will press interactive tweaks, check that arm, use the eyedropper here, and press additive rotation a couple of times until the arm is in a better position. I will repeat this here. In pose mode, I check the arm, I check the eyedropper, and in additive rotation I press plus X until the arm is in a better position. Now I can take out the transparency, go back into object mode, take out the transparency, and I think that this is better. Yeah, much better. So you see it's dancing. That's actually that's my movement, which is a bit embarrassing. Yeah, so that's it. So short summary again. Going to File, Import FBX. Make sure that you have animation, armature, automatic bones checked. Click on the file, for instance, this plain video games file. Make sure that when you're importing it, it's not longer than 500 frames. Going to the ARP AutoRig Pro add-on, expand remap if it's not already expanded. It's at the bottom there. Check on the armature you just imported, click the eyedropper. Check on the rig that you applied to your character and press the eyedropper. Press auto scale, build bone list, check the hips. Make sure you set the hip as root. Go back up and press retarget. Wait a second, drink a cup of liquid death. Great. Now check how it's working. The arms are probably on the wrong position. Press the transparency button. Go into pose mode. Check the arm. Press the eyedropper. Press additive rotation a couple of times until the arm is in a better position. Press the other arm there. Press the eyedropper. Make sure you press the eyedropper. Click additive rotation until the arm is out of harm's way. Go back into object mode. Uncheck the transparency tab. Go back to first frame. Press play, and if you want to see it without all of that like metaphysical stuff, press on this button so you can actually see it performing, playing video games and stuff. Okay, that's a summary. So upload this as a test. Make sure that you do save as. You put it in the classes there. You need 3 humans. This is not the Anthropophagus challenge. This is the animated challenge. So I'm just gonna make the folder here, mocap animation. Make sure you save it there. As always, make sure that whenever you save a file, the external data is packed. So external data automatically packed resources, and press save. That's it. Sorry about the delay of this. It was kind of a really tough week, but the rest is gonna be easy. Okay, thank you.